doing our research, I saw that you actually suffer from the disorder, that you were diagnosed. Talk about that. What was it like prior to being diagnosed, and where were you at with that struggle going, what is going on with me? What was that like?
Yeah, that was a tough time for sure. I I really didn't know what was going on, and I really was not paying attention to like the timing of it. I just felt off. I knew there were changes happening, and at the time I was in a relationship. So I was super young, living in New York with my boyfriend, and we both were noticing it. And he was the one that actually was like, it seems to happen around the same time.
Mm.
And I was like, no, like you're just, scrapping it up to PMS, like you're just throwing like, a band-aid over it. But he was right. And I did my own research and I discovered PMDD, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions. So I went to the doctor and she was like, okay, what are your symptoms? Went through a whole tracking thing. And then I really paid attention to it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have this. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. And I mean, as someone who, because with it being a mental health podcast, we have talked about our struggles with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts and things like that. So I know you addressed it in the film, to have this happen around 25% of the time, that's a lot. And I mean, to be able to go through this on basically a monthly basis, I just, after identifying, what tools do you use to try to keep yourself in a mental happy space, keep your mental sanity? Because I can feel the intensity when, my fiance is going through this time of the month, and it's just something that it brings her down. She doesn't really feel motivated to do a lot of things. We were talking about it this morning, and she was saying, yeah, Taco Bell, that's my jam. That's always that's what I endure. That's what I crave every single time. So, I mean, what do you do to try to keep yourself mentally happy during this time?
It's really important, honestly, what I do outside of that time. So the other 3 weeks are the times that I need to really make sure that I'm on top of my health and my fitness. And those are the things that I realized if I work on consistently, that I have a better time during that time of the month. So if I'm drinking too much, if I'm eating too much sugar, if I'm not working out, then when it comes to that time, it's terrible. But the symptoms are still there. They're just a little bit lessened if I'm taking care of myself. And also, it's really just who I'm surrounded by, too. If I'm in healthy relationships, if I'm, in a spot where I should be, then it's better. But if I'm not, and if I'm in maybe a toxic relationship, it comes out a lot more.